stainless steel. It's very cool. You might take it there. So yeah, we got the starter out, the trans brace or tunnel brace, whatever that's called, and the rear transmission mount. All that was easy. Took the heat shielding off the front, X pipe is out, and yeah, so we just have the transmission laying on the ground. It doesn't really, the car's not really high enough right now to get it out, but I don't really need to take it out, so we kind of just pulled it back and let it sit there. We didn't end up taking the drive shaft out. We just kind of took the front off and kind of just propped it up. So that's an optional choice. I see a lot of people take it out. We didn't want to, so we just left it there. And I already put a new rear main seal in there. Kind of cleaned up that little plate. That was no big deal, so might as well do it while you're in there. So we got that done, and yeah, so next thing, swap out the throwout bearing for the new one. I just got another Ford OEM one because they seem to be the best, and yeah, we'll start putting it back together tomorrow. It's pretty late today. Trying to get a lot done. Have about a week until the car is getting picked up, so trying to do as much as we can. And here we have the new stuff. So I got a new Mcloud stainless clutch line, so we'll have to put that in. I got a Mcloud Super Street Pro clutch. I think it's rated to like 500 or 600 horsepower or torque or something like that. I actually can't quite remember, but it's enough for the procharger. And then underneath I got a Mcloud lightened flywheel. So it's still steel, but it's lightened by, I think it's like 4 pounds. So it probably won't make a huge difference, but 4 pounds of rotational mass is, I mean, take it while you can, and hopefully it'll make the revving a little bit better, and going to shift it, hopefully the RPMs drop a little bit quicker, and you wouldn't have as many disadvantages as like a aluminum flywheel that's like super light, because I guess they're known to be boggy, and I don't really want that, and I don't really need it. So that's why I chose the steel. It should be good enough and have a good amount of strength. Not that I really need the strength per se, because I don't like drag race the car, and so I don't know. There's probably a better way to know it, but that's what I know, and that's why I picked it. So should be good enough. And so here's the oil I'm going to be running in the transmission. It's a Pennzoil synchro mesh. I'm kind of interested to see how this oil will do. It seems to, like other people, have good luck with it. My transmission shifts pretty dang good, so I don't really have any complaints there. And I mean, on a cold morning, and you know, some of the shifts are a little rough, I just expect that to be, you know, cold oil, so I'm not really complaining about that. I don't really expect this to make a night and day difference, but you know, sometimes the small things count, so we'll see what happens with that. Got a fresh oil change sitting on the standby for the engine, so we'll do that. And so here's the old clutch. It actually looks pretty good considering the kilometers. It has 117,000 kilometers right now as it sits, and this is original, I know that. But yeah, like there's no bad spots. All the springs are still good, none of them are broken. The throat bearing was still good. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty good life out of it. I'm sure I would have a lot more life with it, and especially I don't drag race, so I'm not putting a huge load on, maybe not load, but a huge ask from the clutch. So yeah, that's all right. You know, it'd probably last another couple of years or so, and yeah, we'll just replace it with the bigger one. I guess not bigger, but just higher capacity. $400 for
Don't forget the head gasket.
Did you well?
Yep.
That was a Robin Sykes around here.
What? He used to run it?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Any place, actually, I guess he has it off. Flash, please.
Time to put it back in. All right, we got the transmission in. Bolts are just started, but we're pretty much there. So we'll get these bolts tightened down, put the drive shaft back on, and we should be chilling. So took 3 of us, but we managed to make it work. All right, so we're just loading up the tune, just a temporary tune, just to get the car to run and move onto the trailer. It's loading right now. That should be off. Should probably turn that off, but oh, look at that. Wow.
Amen. Say a quick prayer.
Everyone say their prayers for this car.
Yeah. Okay. Small hump. Looks good. Do that again. Yeah. Your tensioner's not moving, so it looks good. Everything's turning.
Yeah.
Fire in the hole. Keep going.
Dave's gonna fire you. Like banana guys and all that too. We're going around a pipe.
Alright guys, so we're making progress on the intercooler. Some people might wonder what's going on here, but this is technically like a universal kit made by CX Racing. So the intercooler is different and all the piping was universal. So we had to weld some stuff up. We're getting pretty close to done. Just kind of wrapping up some more piping here. One oversight I made is I think I'm gonna have to get a slim fan because the stock fan would hit this. So we'll get that ordered and that should fix that problem.